Dante, what are you looking at?
Give me the ball.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What I use in a battle for the line. Hit it hard like it's supposed. Pulling up balls.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Man, it is great to be with you again, everybody. The NBA season has now hit full stride. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Phoenix Suns. Well, for the Suns, it's been a very successful first half of the season for them. When the opportunity to win a ball game has been there for them, they have grabbed it over and over. And of course, with tonight's game, we'll be watching DJ on the floor. His love of music, very well known already. Guys, just how important is the relationship between music and basketball, Kenny?
Oh, my gosh. Every player knows that there's a rhythm to the game. Did you ever bring your boombox to the court when you were playing growing up?
Yes.
Yeah. I did too.
Whoa, what are you doing?
I'm giving you a leg up. The other team smells you wearing cologne and gets them guessing. Why is he wearing cologne?
Oh, that's good thinking. Let me get a hit. Ah, that cheap stuff.
Yeah, you feel me?
I'm feeling you.
Same. Y'all go out and bring home the win.
No doubt.
MJ's golf tournament. You got an invite, I want in, bruh.
You've already said too much, I'm out.
You too? Man.
Welcome to Philadelphia, the birthplace of America. The downtown skyline shining brilliantly tonight. It's the home of the 76ers here in Philadelphia. And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, every rookie is usually taken under the wing of a veteran as they find their way into the league. Now, Shammy Wills has filled that role for DJ, acting as a mentor and teaching DJ all he can about the game. He and DJ have quickly formed one of the closest bonds on the team, and he's been a huge supporter of his early success. Guys?
David, thank you as always. Shammy Wells, not the first player you would think of as a mentor, but, you know, it's worked out great. Now about halfway through the season, Brent, some teams looking great, but we still have a long way to go. We're talking about an 82-game schedule that is meant to put teams and players really to a full test.
Yeah, it's really something. I oftentimes find myself, Kevin, looking back after 14 years of playing at a team's schedule for an upcoming season, and I scratch my head and I go, wow, I used to do that? I mean, that's not easy to do.
It's very difficult. I agree. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Suns, Warren is the 3 while Chris plays the 4. Booker out there with DJ, and it's Len in at 7. Pass to Chris. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Warren. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Embiid.
And when you see T.J. Warren on the court, I just love his activity. I mean, he's always cutting and moving without the basketball. Very adept at finding those openings on the floor.
And that one misses. And Warren last season had his year interrupted by injury, cooled off after the fast start. But, Greg, he will always play with that activity.
Yeah, and he's so good at switching directions on a defender. Seemingly simple moves help him create great space both with and without the ball.
Fultz kicks to Covington. By Warren. And here we go. DJ heading to the basket. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
That's how DJ makes an impact with his defense. Comes up with the steal, starts to break. That's a quick strike.
Stauskas dishes to Fultz. Embiid sets the pick for Fultz. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Fultz has got his first points of the game.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
Covington passes to Fultz. Embiid against Len. Screen by Saric. Here's Covington. Clock at 4. Takes the 13-footer. That a little long. So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against Detroit.
And just looking at the stats, you can see, man, they were efficient on this night.
Yeah, the defense did nothing disruptive in the game, so good patience. It led to good shot selection, and then look at the excellent shooting percentage from the field.
Stauskas kicks to Fultz. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And the one thing that you gotta love about Markelle Fultz is his versatility. I mean, he's got the size, the passing and scoring ability to succeed at either guard position. He's almost Westbrookish.
And you ask the scouts about Fultz. He has the complete game.
You know, Kevin, he checks all the boxes. Athleticism, the size to play above the rim. And above all, I think the feel for the game is quite apparent when you watch him play.
The 76ers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. The 76ers with another miss. To the wing right side. Here's Chris. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, the confidence of Marquise Chris continues to grow from that range.
So for Phoenix, their last game, a win against the Celtics in Boston.
They executed on the road, stayed focused, stayed consistent with who you are as a team.
Such a confidence builder to go on the road and be able to dictate the tempo, the style of play, keep your identity. They were able to do that here.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, scratching my head a little bit about how the defense is trying to play this. No one really contesting the shot.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Saric with the screen for Fultz. Here's the 3. And it's Saric. That time on the assist from Fultz. Saric has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. DJ kicks to Chris. Pass to Warren. He dishes it to DJ. Chris with it. Booker outside. Off target from 3-point range. 11 feet away, and it's off the back rim. No good. The Suns have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
To the middle, here's Covington. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Here's Len. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Embiid. And Alex Len, the 5th overall pick from the 2013 draft, is with all young centers, Brent. He took some time to adjust to the league.
Well, he will turn 25 years old during the season, so You wonder if Phoenix's style of play is something that ends up winning out rather than what Alex Len provides for you in terms of his size, his ability down low to block shots and maybe score some points. But he's a center that still has potential.
Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. He hits the second from the line. You know, Brent, the one thing we've seen from Coach Earl Watson is that he has a very good working relationship with his roster. His players have always said they have the trust of their coach.
Well, that's the key buzzword for what it is that Earl Watson wants to do with this young ball club, is that he wants to grow as they grow, and he wants to know that at all times Earl Watson has their back. He wants them to have the kind of success in the league that is going to afford them everything that they want, and he never shies away about talking about those things.
Got a piece of it, and he recovers it.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Stauskas dishes to Fultz. There's a good screen. Holmes passes to Saric. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Suns go the other way with it. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Yeah, they matched up very evenly, and that's not a compliment to either side. Last season was a struggle for both squads, and now they're each looking to turn the corner.
No good from Booker.
Hey, even though he's been off, the team's still winning, so the hope is that he's going to get going.
Warren against Covington. Screen by Saric. Rejected by Len. And here we go. Fast break. DJ's got it. And now here's Chris. 5 points in the game. Here's Bowen. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Clear contact as DJ's on his way up. Surprised he doesn't get the and one opportunity to go along with that basket, but that was wicked fresh.
I like that. Nicely done, Brett. Nicely done.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Len, good.
This is where you got to put a body on the guy. His will is incredible down on the interior, fighting and clawing for every rebound.
And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Johnson comes in for Saric, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Nick Stauskas. And for the Suns, Tyson Chandler. He's checked in for Alex Len. Alan Williams comes in for Chris, and Wells is subbed in for T.J. Warren. And Chandler sends it back.
That's what he does, Tyson Chandler, redirecting that one.
Wells kicks to DJ. Booker against Covington. It's deflected.
You got to fight through things like this right now. His team needs him to shoot better. He's just had a tough quarter.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and control.
And it's DJ missing. The 76ers trailed by 8.
They need to bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Holmes sets a screen. Here's Covington. He's coming off a 10-point game against Detroit. Here's Fultz. Softly drops in the floater. Fultz has got 5.
And I just love when Fultz goes with that floater, showing a desire to add to his arsenal offensively.
Williams with the ball. Holmes on him. DJ kicks to Wells. And again, it's the Suns missing. The 76ers have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. And the 3 off target.
He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
Kicks it out to Booker. Rebounded by Holmes.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Covington kicks to Johnson. Back to Covington. Johnson with a screen on Booker. Holmes good. And now it's just a 4-point Suns lead.
That screen made it impossible for the defense to put up any kind of fight. It's hard to imagine a team playing faster than Houston or Golden State, but the Suns actually do that. They push the pace. Phoenix, the second highest paced team in the league last season. This team, like many other Suns teams, wants to get out and run up and down, use those young legs to find scoring opportunities.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Justin Anderson, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Fultz. Jared Dudley's checked in for the Suns. And Anderson kicks to Bayless. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Lays it up and banks it in. And Brent, talking about pace and the Suns, of course, they're great teams in the 7 seconds or less era. What was it like playing against that kind of team?
It was incredible. To watch Steve Nash operate in the pick and roll like a surgeon. Anytime you gave up something on the weak side or were 2 or 4 feet away from a spot on the floor you needed to be, Steve would take advantage of that. Amari Stoudemire would be dunking on your head. Not all that fun. But guess what, Kevin? We did end up beating him.
Johnson outside. Anderson with the ball. Williams picks him up. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
Kicks to DJ. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Well, you combine his massive size and then his desire to pound the glass, it makes him a tough cover on the board.
Wells' shot is good.
I love watching Wells pull up from beyond the arc. A remarkable scorer when given room to shoot.
McConnell kicks to Bayless. He feeds it to Anderson. Chandler with the steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Fires at the elbow. And Wells the bucket on the assist by DJ. Bowen's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The 76ers trailed by 9. Now the pass to Bayless. There's the feed to Anderson. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Holmes. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Holmes got his second basket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. Here's Stauskas. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Richaun Holmes out there with Robert Covington. And there's Fultz. Then there's Saric. And it's Stauskas in a shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
He sunk that 3 in the first, but yet to make another one.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Celtics looked like he was on a mission. He scored 33 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also finished with a season high in rebounds. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. But we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
And the great players are never satisfied. We'll see what he does in the next one.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Each coach has his strengths and they've got weaknesses, but if you needed someone to draw up a play to get you one bucket out of a timeout, who are the names you turn to?
I think I'm going to turn to Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, possibly James Harden, because 2 for a free throw, right, Kev? So I can get to the line. And then one LeBron James.
One shot.
That's not a bad list of guys to turn to if I need 2 points.
Absolutely. And then what coach would you have draw up that play?
If I don't say Pop, my life will cease to exist. I will say Greg Popovich in late game situations does a marvelous job. Not only, Kevin, of getting the ball to the guy that he wants potentially to get the game winner, but to have options and to make sure that that player sees those options in case something breaks down.
Puts up a three. No good. Shot missing. Now the 76ers take it the other way. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Sharch dishes to Fultz. Holmes sets a screen. And here's Stauskas from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Now just a 1-point Suns lead.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
Good ball movement here by the Suns. A nice shot by Booker.
And that's his second in this quarter, guys. He's made 3 so far this game and is showing no signs of slowing down.
Fultz kicks to Holmes. Feeds it to Fultz. There's a good screen.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys. And rarely do you see a team trade out of the first overall pick, but that's exactly what the Celtics did with Fultz. Sixers jumped on the chance to move up, and Fultz matched exactly what they wanted to add to this team.
The pass shows you the tremendous feel that DJ has. The D has no idea he could thread the ball through there.
Screen by Sharch. He kicks it to Covington for the 3. And the 76ers get it back. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And Fultz is a menace inside. Superb at making the D foul him when he's this close to the basket. And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And for the Sixers, a lot of missed rookie seasons over the years. First Nerlens Noel, then Joel Embiid, now Ben Simmons.
Yeah, but in many cases, I think they drafted them knowing they might be out of commission for a while. Still, I think the Philly fans probably hope not to hear the phrase foot fracture for a long time. Hopefully, they can keep everybody healthy and get this thing moving forward.
Sharch with the screen for Fultz. Dishes it to Covington. Screen by Sharch. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Covington.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
Chris kicks to DJ. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Fultz has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Warren. The dish to Booker. Warren on the wing. 17 points for him last game against the Celtics in Boston.
You can't forget about all those well-timed swipes either. His timing on the defensive end was simply sublime.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Here's Bowen. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, you know what this Suns team wants to do when they go up against you? They are looking to get out in the open floor and get easy baskets off transition. One of the best teams in the league when it comes to capitalizing on the break.
Lights checked in for Phoenix.
He's such a dedicated player. DJ is willing to do whatever it takes to make himself and his teammates better. Plus, he gives you some great playlists.
And in general, this Suns team looks to push the tempo, Greg, and play at a very high pace whenever they can.
You know, if you look over the history of the franchise, they've always been at their best when they've played that style. The Suns and that run-and-gun mentality just seem to go hand in hand. And I think also it happens to work well with the athletes that are presently on this roster.
Over in the corner, Warren. They grab their own miss. Bowen's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 4. Passes it to Holmes. Rebound by the Suns. Warren's got his 3rd rebound tonight. DJ with it. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston. And the layup is good. Bowen's got 13 points.
Not going to settle for a jump shot. DJ being ultra aggressive right there, going straight down the lane on the drive.
Here's Fultz. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Well, watching T.J. Warren, you see a player who is always in control of every small action he makes on the floor.
Well, I think starting basketball games for T.J. Warren last year was a huge confidence builder. In his first 2 seasons, just 5 starts, but last year in his campaign, 59. He seemed to keep growing and growing in terms of that confidence that we're talking about, and then his ability to score started to blossom.
Chandler with a screen for Booker. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got his 3rd rebound on the night. Fultz the pass to McConnell. Holmes sets a screen. From deep 3-point range, no good on the buzzer beater. And so it's a close.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, you've been mentioned as a major contender for Rookie of the Year. Is that something you're aiming for?
Oh man, I'm honored to be considered for the award. At this point, if it happens, then it happens. But until that, I just need to, keep working hard and improving as a player, so I can just be the best I can for this team. An award like Rookie of the Year doesn't mean much if your team falls short for the ultimate goal.
Now that is a veteran answer. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Markelle Fultz has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, great job from him in that first half of drawing fouls and getting to the line.
Well, that is a great equalizer here. You want him to play that physical, but how do you do that without creating too much contact?
On the court for the Suns, Booker and Warren on the perimeter. Chris and Chandler are up front, and it's Bowen in at the point guard position.
And you gotta love just the attack mentality of Fultz. Always getting after it on D. Skilled at taking the ball away from the opposition.
Here's Booker. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Booker's got 13 points. The 76ers trail by 4. Stauskas dishes to Fultz. Screen by Saric. Jumper off the screen. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, love watching Fultz do his thing in that pick and roll. Just picks apart the defense, taking what they give him.
Hey, come to me, come to me.
DJ kicks to Chris. Booker outside. Out left to the wing. Here's DJ. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 4 assists now tonight.
He's a smooth operator in the paint, and DJ making the most of the high percentage shot in tight.
Stauskas kicks to Fultz. Embiid sets the pick for Fultz. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. He dishes it to DJ. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Booker, right side, pass to Bowen. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The 76ers trail by 4. Here's Fultz. They get it back. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Bowen shot is off.
This is when you're just surprised that a guy would miss that kind of look. The defense really did not do a lot there.
Here's Fultz. Chandler with the rebound.
That's a shot you got to step up on. Wide open, no coverage. Good shooters don't miss that often.
And that one is good from DJ.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Fultz kicks to Covington. Hits it from three-point range. Covington's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Fultz not just looking to score the ball, he also is equally engaged in terms of facilitating for his teammates.
He tries for 3. That's good from Chris on the assist by DJ. Chris has got 11.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Here's Stauskas. He's got 10. Embiid the screen. Back to Stauskas. And here's Covington from the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. And that concludes this long 6-game road trip. Here's Chandler, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Chandler has had some years where you would consider him one of the most elite rebounders in the league. Uses his height that time to snag the ball.
Sharge passes to Fultz. Screen by Sharge. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Fultz.
I really admire the edge that Fultz gives you. Always looking to score. Feels like no one can guard it.
There's a screen by Chris. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Fultz. Fultz has got rebound number 5 here tonight. At the top of the key, Embiid. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Tyson Chandler. And for Joel Embiid, some real tough times to start his NBA. 1:30 left here in the 3rd quarter. Now, here's DJ. He's covered by McConnell. Warren, good. Here's McConnell. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Kicks it to Stauskas. He feeds it to Covington. McConnell in the corner. Goes up on the wing. Some solid defense from Bowen. Phoenix leading by 12. Outside Knight. Inside. The 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
McConnell kicks to Stauskas. Johnson up top. Now the pass to Covington. And Stauskas has it in the corner. Holmes, that's a screen. Step back shot. It's count that one from Stauskas. Stauskas has got 12 points in the game.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
Now DJ, 20 points for him. Out tonight, beyond the arc. Looks the Suns will retain possession here. Tries a 3 off the inbound. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
The defense has to be beside themselves there. Terrific shot to close out the quarter by him.
A big-time effort for DJ, providing a lot of energy for the Phoenix Suns. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The 76ers trail by 16. We've got Rashawn Holmes. T.J. McConnell is out there with Stauskas. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Johnson in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Len dishes to DJ. They grab their own miss. It's good on the putback.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Now, here's McConnell. D right on him, and he uses the glass on the layup. Suns leading by 16. Here's DJ. Count it, good. DJ's got 25 points in the game.
Well, imagine this, Kevin, a DJ finding his rhythm. This is an unbelievable roll he's on.
The feed now to Stauskas. Len with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Len. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Johnson the screen. Clock at 6. Stauskas. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Yeah, can't be frustrated at him tonight. He's doing his job. I'd like to see his guys step up a little more.
Bowen the pass to Chris. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. DJ kicks to Chris. There's a screen by Chris. Here's the screen. Here's Warren. Got a hand on it. Now, here's McConnell. Fended by Bowen. Covington wide open. He fires. No good from outside. And here we go. Fast break. DJ's got it. Holmes with the steal. Here's Stauskas. He's guarded by Knight. Pass to Covington. Passes it to McConnell. In the corner, Holmes with it. The three-pointer off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yeah, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Stolen by Warren. And here we go. DJ heading to the basket.
And you got to love watching DJ take advantage of these opportunities. When he has a chance to finish, he is going to drop the hammer.
And that last replay, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Amir Johnson. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
You look at DJ, it says a lot about his shooting ability that he's ranked in the top 20 in three-point voting, but it doesn't look like he'll get enough votes to get into the contest.
Yeah, even though he's probably going to come up short, he still has to be proud of his standing on the list. He has his place among the game's great shooters.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Right, you've certainly been in the public eye for a while as a player, as a broadcaster, an actor in the Jerry Maguire movie. Is there anything else on...
So kind of you, Kevin, to bring that up.
I'm just reading the list here. Yeah. Right. Is there anything else on camera that you'd really like to do?
I was in a Coolio video. I don't know if you knew that, Kevin. Coolio made a music video, and I was asked to come down to the studio with the late Malik Sealy, and him and I actually were in the video for the movie's primetime song.
No kidding.
Yes.
How about that? How fun. There's the screen. McConnell kicks to Covington. Out to the wing. Turnaround Jay. He can't get that one to fall. The Suns go the other way with it. Here's Bowen. Lays it up and banks it in. DJ's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Holmes, that's a screen. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Brent, when we look at some of the classic rivalries between teams, they don't always look as emotionally charged nowadays. Is there a way you think to get that back?
Well, the first thing I do, Kevin, is not try to manufacture anything. The second thing I would avoid is please don't bring up the Lakers-Celtics rivalries in the 80s. And the last thing I would make you conscious of is the fact that, look, players are moving around so often that it's hard to get years and years of the same matchup with the same guys on the roster. Now, look, accept the competition for what it is, and if we get another one where teams are facing one another more often, then let's enjoy it for what it is.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Sharge has checked in.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here's Fultz. Covington dishes to Embiid. Fires the 3. Fultz, no good. Suns leading by 19 points. Booker, right side. To the paint. Here's Bowen. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 5 assists in the game.
He's been on his A game, seeking good shots, and he's a huge reason why tonight they're winning.
Sharge up top, covered by Chris. Here's Embiid. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First one falls for him.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And really few teams in NBA history have undertaken the sort of extreme makeover the Sixers did over the last 4 years. And a lot of losing along the way, but the fans have been surprisingly supportive of the rebuilding process.
And here are the 76ers now. The 76ers trailed by 19. Here's Stauskas. Embiid the screen. Stauskas kicks to Embiid. Back to Stauskas. Here's the screen. 5 on the clock. Here's Fultz. The 76ers again can't hit it. And before the rebuild, the Sixers for a long time were stuck in mediocrity. Treading water, Greg, as they might say.
Yeah, and it's hard to make that leap without top draft picks. And the Sixers plumbed the depths, if you will. Now, though, I think they found their treasure trove.
Feeds to Covington. He kicks to Embiid. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Embiid's got 9 points here in the second half. And here is DJ. Pass to Chris. A Brent for college players who decide to stay in school for their junior and senior years. In some cases, it's been hurting their draft stock. Sometimes it helps. Can you talk about why we see a difference in the two?
I think what happens, Kevin, is that in any given collegiate season, that next year, there's another opportunity for a brand new crop of players. Maybe not the star guys that are going into college as freshmen, but guys who just played their freshman year or in their sophomore season take their next step. And so guys who are juniors and seniors might be looked at as not advancing fast enough or not as much potential, with guys a year behind them being better players.
A nice shot by Booker.
If Booker's that close, the D is done for. He can't let a good scorer like that get whatever he wants, especially on the inside.
Stauskas, the pass to Fultz. Dishes it to Sharge. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. From 13, and the shot falls short this time.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
He was terrific shooting the ball in the first half, but he looks a little bit slower out there, possibly leg tired here in the second half.
Back to Stauskas. There's the dish to Fultz. Embiid sets the pick for Fultz. And here's Stauskas from the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns. Len's got 11 rebounds in the game. 2 points, that one goes. 17 points for Devin Booker.
Booker shooting the ball immediately off the pass. Defense, really no chance.
Fultz dishes to Saric. Kicks it to Fultz. Brent, we know the regular season is a grind. We also know that revenue is king. Could you imagine a time when we'd actually have to play more than 82 games?
That's interesting, Kevin, because a lot of the times the argument you've heard over the course of the past 5 or 6 seasons, Kevin, is the opposite of that 65-game schedule. Why not reduce the schedule? Stars playing in every game, less back-to-backs, more time for recovery. So the idea of 82 games being extended beyond that, I don't think that that's in the realm of possibility.
65, 68 games. They had that shortened season a couple years ago. It was terrific to watch.
It was, and so we'll see if the league does that. But in your question alone, Kevin, you said it. Cash is king. 82 is the number we're going to settle in, I think, for quite some time.
Embiid with a screen on Booker. Here's Stauskas. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that shot to go with all the contact. Len, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. So for the Suns, Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Len. Williams comes in for Chris, and Dudley subbed in for T.J. Warren. Right now, Brent, so much ball movement is perimeter-based, but as defenses have adjusted, do you think we'll see more offense run through the post again like we did before?
I think what we're seeing, Kevin, is that post-up play is being redefined by more guards, more guys who draw attention down there on the block. And that's the way these shifts are happening. The offense right now in today's NBA is so far ahead of what defensive concepts have taught you for years that the post-up game, it'll be a few years before we get back to dynamic post play.
I find that comment you just made fascinating, that it's that much advanced over the defense.
Yeah, because think about it, Kevin. For years and years, you've had coaching staffs and film guys talking to you about the basic qualities of a defense, and that is rim runs for the big, getting back into the paint, and building your defense out. You do that today, you're at a disadvantage on most every possession.
The kick out to Williams. Now here's DJ. Bayless covering, and that one is good from DJ.
Yeah, confidence in the mid-range, which is going to make him impossible to defend.
Now here's Bayless, guarded closely. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from DJ. On its way from Dudley for 2. The rebound by Anderson.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
He doesn't usually fire from out there.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Suns.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for DJ.
And he was remarkable. Absolutely destroyed the opposition. Any matchup he had tonight, it felt like he was going to dominate.
No good on that one.
And for the Sixers, trust the process was the motto. And the process now finally bearing fruit. You see the young talent. Now it's about figuring out how all these pieces fit together.
The Suns making a switch here. Wells is checked in, and the second free throw, good. You were talking about the fit for these young Sixers. A bit of a logjam in recent seasons in their front court.
Yeah, I mean, they were in talent acquisition mode, just going for the best player available. And now as they see things taking shape, it's time to try and balance the roster.
Bowen, good.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus, but not tonight.
Tonight they have stuck with what they do well, handling all the exterior pressure, and they're likely to come out on top here.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. The 76ers again can't hit it. From deep, no good. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Fantastic game. Listen, Ernie and the guys want to talk to you at the studio.
Let's do it.
You know the drill.
Hey, this is Shaq, and just like I called, you went for another double-double. How are you able to get this offense in the flow so easily?
Diesel, when you have the talent that I do, man, it's natural to just want to give back to the rest of the team. I mean, that's why I'm such a great teammate. You know, I always make sure that I don't hog the spotlight, even though I could score more if I wanted to. You know what I mean? I guess it's just because I'm a really good person. Hashtag humbled and blessed.
And follow me at hashtag Shaq.